Hey everyone, welcome back to Garnock Reviews. Today we're checking out another boat that was on display at Orlando's boat show last year, and this time we're looking at a 2023 Crest Caribbean LX 230 pontoon boat. I was really impressed with this one, and I think she's got a sleek and elegant design, especially for it being a pontoon boat. But I also feel like it's tremendous value for money because this brand new boat, as you see here today, was on offer for $79,650. She measures in at 24 feet 6 inches in length. She's got 52 gallons of fuel on board. She can carry 13 people and can take a maximum of 300 horsepower. And part of the reason she can take as much power is because she's not only a pontoon boat, she's actually got 3 hulls. And also notice the design of each tube, where basically it's got chimes in place that helps get it up on the plane. I like the colour options on the outside, the chrome accents, the use of pop-up cleats, and a very large bimini top that expands almost over the entire length of the pontoon. This particular example was powered by a Suzuki 250 horse outboard, so in the right conditions you're probably going to hit speeds in excess of 40 mile an hour. But what was really impressive with this one was the comfort for everybody on board. That beam at 8 feet 6 gives you so much room. You got the solid gate at the bow that you can close off if you've got young kids or pets on board. The stereo system on board had a subwoofer, but it's also got colour changing speakers throughout. Virtually every seat on board has got storage either underneath it or behind it. But notice how thick the padding is as I close this. It's an extremely comfortable boat to sit on or lay on. And a lot of the storage options are self-draining, so you can fill that up with ice and you can throw in your drinks and keep all your refreshments at hand. And we've got larger storage options, which would be really beneficial for things like canopy covers or seat covers. And as I make my way midships, again you've got a side board and door, and I like the fact that it's solid and can be closed off. Pontoon boats are typically family boats, and it's always nice to know your family's safe and secure. You've then got an extremely comfortable co-pilot chair, and I like the way that this one rotates, so that way you can be forward facing or you can spin it round and be rear facing, both whenever you're just cruising, but also if you're into wakeboarding, skiing, things like that, you can keep an eye on whoever's behind the boat. The drawers here would be ideal as a bait station if you wanted to do a spot of fishing. I like the fact that the stereo controls are pretty much midships, and that way it's just as accessible to the people in the front as it is in the rear. And the Fusion stereo system's Bluetooth connection, so that way you can have all your music on your phone, hook it up to the stereo and play it throughout. There's storage underneath the helm's console. This would be an ideal spot to put in a large cooler that you can just slide in and out. And then look at the helm itself. Look how much comfort you have from that helm seat. You've got the steering wheel that's got the trim and tilt. It's like sitting down in a luxury yacht rather than a pontoon boat. You've obviously got full engine instrumentation. But this had a Simrad multifunction display, GPS, chart plotter, depth, fish finder, all sorts of alarms and monitoring in place. And it's also got a small wraparound screen, so that way it should help reduce any wind and spray that you've got coming over. I also like the fact that the toggle switches to the left, those are all illuminated, so it's easy to see at quick glance what's been switched on or off. And then as we pan round and head aft again, all the seating we have here again has got storage options underneath. You get more drinks holders, you get more of those colour changing speakers built into it. So nobody in your family has to fight over where they're sitting, because everybody's going to enjoy their spot just as much as anybody else. In the main seat on the stern, the backrest actually folds forward or aft, and then that way you can turn this into a large sun pad. But you do have a rear facing seat option, which is really ideal if you're going to be having anybody towed behind the boat. And finally in the port quarter, that's where you're going to find the battery, both for the main engine and also for the electrics and electronics on board. I'm used to pontoon boats these days not being the boring basic things that your grandparents used to have, but this one just really impressed me, not only for the amount of comfort and luxury that's on board, but for the price tag as well. Brand new with warranties for under $80,000. I thought in today's market this was exceptional value for money. But as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. If you can leave a comment down below, I look forward to catching you on the next one.